In the endless chaos of life, have you ever felt completely powerless? Like you're just a puppet and the world is pulling your strings? We're taught to chase control over our jobs, our relationships, our futures. But what if that's the wrong battle to fight? What if the secret to true power lies not in controlling the world outside, but in mastering the universe within? Think about it. You can't stop the rain from falling, you can't prevent traffic jams, and you certainly can't control what other people think or do. Trying to manage every external event is a recipe for constant frustration and anxiety. It's like trying to hold back the ocean with your bare hands, an exhausting, impossible task. But there's one domain, one kingdom, where you are the absolute sovereign, your mind. This isn't just some modern self-help cliche. This is ancient wisdom proven by one of the most powerful men in history, Marcus Aurelius. Imagine being the emperor of Rome, the largest empire the world had ever seen. Your life isn't one of luxury and ease. It's a relentless storm of responsibility. You're on the front lines of brutal wars in Germania, facing down barbarian hordes in the cold, muddy trenches. Back in Rome, political schemes are brewing, with betrayal lurking in every shadow. Disease, like the devastating Antonine Plague, is wiping out a huge portion of your population, creating widespread panic and grief. You suffer personal losses too. The death of loved ones, the disloyalty of those you trust. Every single day brings a fresh wave of pressure, pain, and problems that could break any ordinary person. Yet Marcus Aurelius did not break. In fact, amidst this relentless turmoil, he found a profound sense of inner peace and clarity. How? He didn't have a magical shield to deflect problems. His secret weapon was his mind. While his generals and soldiers were fighting external battles, Marcus was fighting the more critical internal one. Every morning before the day's chaos could begin, he would prepare himself. He would remind himself that he would encounter interfering, ungrateful, arrogant, and envious people, but he wouldn't let their actions disturb his inner tranquility. He understood that their behavior stemmed from their own ignorance, not from a personal attack on him. This is the core of his philosophy, which he privately documented in a series of personal writings we now know as meditations. He wasn't writing for an audience, he was writing for himself. It was his personal guide to living a good life. In these pages, he wrote one of the most powerful truths ever articulated. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Let that sink in. Your strength doesn't come from a bigger army, a larger bank account, or a higher status. It comes from the realization that you are the master of your own perceptions. The event itself is neutral. It's your judgment about the event that causes you pain, anger, or fear. Two people can experience the exact same setback. One might see it as a catastrophe, a reason to give up. The other, like Marcus, might see it as an opportunity to practice resilience, patience, and courage. The event is the same. The response is worlds apart. When his empire was ravaged by plague, others panicked and despaired. Marcus, however, focused on what he could control, organizing relief efforts, maintaining public order, and facing the crisis with a calm and steady hand. When he was betrayed by one of his most trusted generals, Avidius Cassius, who declared himself emperor, Marcus didn't fly into a rage. He didn't immediately call for a bloody revenge. Instead, his first reported reaction was one of sorrow, not for the betrayal itself, but for the fact that he might have to engage in conflict and lose a man he once considered a friend. He saw the situation not as a personal insult, but as a test of his own character and his commitment to reason. He focused on reuniting the empire, not on personal vengeance. While others were lost in complaint and blame, he turned inward. He used every obstacle as a chance to reflect and grow. He transformed poison into medicine. This is what it means to be a Stoic. It's not about being emotionless or detached. It's about understanding which emotions are productive and which are destructive. It's about channeling your energy away from things you cannot change and focusing it intensely on the one thing you can: your own thoughts, your own judgments, your own actions. His strength wasn't forged in the fire of the blacksmith shop, but in the quiet solitude of his tent at dawn. His power wasn't just in the sword he wielded, but in the disciplined mind that guided his hand. He ruled the mightiest empire on earth, not with loud commands and brute force, but with silent reflection and unwavering self-control. This is why history doesn't just remember him as an emperor, it remembers him as the philosopher king, a rare embodiment of power and wisdom. Now bring this wisdom into your own life. You might not be ruling an empire, but you face your own battles every day. The demanding boss, the unexpected bill, the conflict with a loved one, the constant noise of social media telling you you're not enough. These are your barbarian hordes, your political plots. The outside world will always be throwing things at you. Chaos is a constant. The question is, how will you respond? Will you let these external events dictate your inner state? Will you allow someone else's bad mood to ruin your day? Will you let a setback convince you to abandon your dreams? Or will you choose a different path? Your thoughts create your reality. This isn't just a feel-good slogan, it's a practical strategy for life. When you feel that surge of anger or that pit of anxiety, pause. Recognize that this feeling is a product of your interpretation, not the event itself. You have a choice. You can let that emotion hijack you, or you can observe it, question it, and decide if it's truly serving you. Don't let the chaos of the world steal your inner peace. That peace is your fortress, your sanctuary. Guard it fiercely. Cultivate it daily, just as Marcus did. Start your morning not by grabbing your phone and letting the world's problems flood your mind, but by setting your own intention. Remind yourself what you can and cannot control. Decide that no matter what happens today, you will respond with reason, with courage, and with kindness. Like Marcus Aurelius, be calm in the face of the storm. Be wise in your judgments. Be unstoppable in your pursuit of what truly matters. This is not about suppressing your humanity. It's about elevating it. It's about becoming the strongest, most resilient, and most peaceful version of yourself. Master your mind, and you will find that the world in its own way begins to follow. You'll navigate challenges with grace. You'll build stronger relationships, and you'll find a deep, unshakable strength you never knew you had. You will rule your world. If this message resonates with you and you're ready to explore more wisdom from the legends of history, then make sure to follow Journey to Next Level. This is more than just a channel. It's a community for those who are committed to growth. Subscribe now because your journey to the next level begins today. Thank you for watching.